Coach Beth at ya. We are going to be doing some senior fit this morning. So I want to make sure you've got your water handy. You've got a chair, armless chair, please. I'm on my reformer here because it's the best space. It's got good light and I can move in here. It's got all my equipment. So I do have some weights here. I'm using these kettlebells today. They're a lighter kettlebell, but you can be creative. Use what you've got at home. In the past, I've suggested laundry detergent or dishwasher detergent in those bottles that have a nice handle on them. Just a nice handle that you can really hold on to. I hope you're all well today. It's trying to be a nice day out there, but I really have enjoyed working with you. I know some of you probably gotten a letter from the club about opening. I really don't know all the particulars about it, so just stay posted on that and definitely keep your eyes peeled for more information as that starts to roll in. But I hope you're staying. It's hard over time, especially if you're really having to isolate. But finding opportunities to refocus yourself, sometimes distractions, well, essential. They're just essential. Distractions are essential. This is one of our happy distractions, movement. So when in doubt, go out and move. Outdoors is perfect. Even if it's in the neighborhood, just get out there, move your body, get the adrenaline going a little bit, get the endorphins, that's what I meant to say, moving. So let's go ahead and stand up from your chair. If standing is not an option today, that's okay. You can certainly stay in your chair, but we're going to do some breathing, nice deep breathing. What I want you to think about with your breath today is expansion. I'm just seeing who just checked in with me. Hello, I got some thumbs up, yay, yay. Dora, hi. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining me today. You got your chair? Great, it is a great distraction. I completely agree with you. Oftentimes, even in the best of times, when there's no virus going around, there's no pandemic, exercise has really saved my life. And it's usually because of the people that I see in my work, people like you. So thank you. It means a ton that you're out there joining me. I can feel the love. All right, let's stand up. Expansive breath. Wrap your hands around your ribs, right here, the low ribs. When you inhale, I want you to feel those ribs expand out to the sides. As you exhale, let them soften down and in. As if they're funneling down towards your pelvis. Inhale, expand again. Exhale, soften down and in. Relax your toes while you do this. Relax your shoulders and your face. Inhale again, expansive breath. Exhale, soften down and in. Just take your time with that. Don't listen to the beat quite yet. Exhale, soften down and in. One more expansive breath out to the side walls. This time as you exhale, grow taller through your spine. Let your arms fall down to your sides. Arms are going to float out to our sides now as we inhale, expand. Exhale, lower down. That's it. I'm just trying to keep a nice neutral spinal posture here. Trying to keep those ribs up against the body so they're not flaring out in front. If they're going to flare anywhere, let them flare out to the side walls. And exhale, shoulders easily soften down. One more time, floating the arms up. And exhale, soften down. Now we're going to breathe with the arms floating forward and the knees and hips bending slightly. All right, and then stand back up. And reach forward, sit the hips back, and stand up. Pull those hips in underneath you. There you go. And reach forward. And stand up. A little bit of intention through the glutes when I stand up. So finding a little squeeze there. Float the shoulders out wide when you stand up. Inhale, float them forward. Exhale, back. 2 more times. Forward and stand up as though you are preparing to sit into a chair, but not too deep. Okay, just want to warm it up. There we go. All right, from here, hands on hips. I'm gonna tap, tap. I'm gonna move my camera down just a little bit. Hope that stays balanced. All right, so here we go, hands on hips. We're gonna tap the right, left, tap, 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 reach and reach. I'm gonna try to keep this stability going through my core here so the hips don't tip forward and back. Just the leg reaches away, Okay, so if I started right, and left, I'm gonna then reach the opposite arm up, like cross-country ski. Only reach the arm up as high as the shoulder wants to go. Reach, reach, opposites, everything opposite. Look out at your horizon. Keep that chest proud. Posture long. Though we're tipped forward, we're keeping it long. Hands on hips again. Tap, tap. Okay, and we're gonna do a double tap. It's gonna look kind of like a knee lift. Let me show you. Tap, knee, tap. Tap, knee, tap. Tap, knee, tap, then switch. If this is more than you want to think about today, then go back to that single tap. Tap, knee, tap. Tap, knee, tap. Tap, knee, tap. Tap, knee, tap. All right. Tap, knee, tap. Let's go back to singles. All right, right, left. Opposite arm swing. Now, when we go back to that double tap, I want you to keep the arms the same. Keep the arms the same. You'll have to save this post so that you can practice this move. It's hard to do on a confined little screen like this and feel really good about it. I want you to practice this later. Find your coordination without anybody watching. No time pressure. All right, we're getting ready. In 4, 3, 2, double toe tap. 1, 2. See, I can't even do it. 1, 2. We're gonna start that over. Big flow up. I'm gonna turn around, maybe that'll help me. Hands on hips, single tap. Join me when you're ready. It's right, left, left. Arm swing opposite, right, left arm, right arm. Okay, so the trick is to dissociate your upper body from your lower body. I'm gonna move back. Okay, it's gonna be a double toe tap right. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Left, right, right. Can you get those arms swinging opposite? 1, 2. I can't talk too much or I get distracted. Reach. 1, 2. We're gonna do 2 more. Double toe tap. And march it out. Woo! Okay, that was enough brain work for the day. Stand in place. Press your hands into the upper thighs. All right, what we're gonna do is hinge the body forward to stretch the back chain and also push the femur bones back into the pelvis. So as you hinge, push with some pressure, thighs back into the pelvis. Take a deep breath, the spine is still long and strong. I didn't round forward. As I stand up, elongate. Inhale, expansive breath here. Exhale, hinge forward. Push those femurs back. Use your triceps to support the body weight. Now when you stand up, use your triceps to stand yourself back up. Inhale. Exhale, I'm going to hinge forward to get a nice hamstring stretch. Reaching down from the sits bones to the knee. And then exhale, I'm going to stand back up. I really want you to use your abdominal wall to maintain your posture, and then just support the breath up. 2 more. Exhale, hinge forward. Push those thighs back into the pelvis. Take a deep breath. And use your triceps to help yourself back up. Pull those hips in so we're stacked, right? One more time. Exhale, hinge forward. I'm looking at the floor. Take a deep breath. With your arms, push yourself back up. Push yourself back up. There we go. Now we're going to round forward. So keep your tall spine as you inhale. We're going to let go with the legs. Exhale, round. And the arms will float out in front of you. Just stretching the spine. Take a nice deep breath. Let it rise up. We gotta use the abdominal wall, so rise. Gather up your abs. Wrap them in from the front. Take a deep breath. Exhale, round forward. Arms and shoulders are heavy, but they're heavy for the abs, not the spine. Take a deep breath. Avoid hanging on your vertebra. Instead, pull up from the front body so that the spine can just stretch. One more time. Round forward. Use your abs to pull the ribs down to the hips. Take a deep breath. I didn't move my hips there. I'm just keeping them stacked. Right over my heels. There we go. I'm going to get one weight in hand. Here it is. Now, if you've got a dumbbell, you can hold that dumbbell end to end. If you've got a kettlebell, you can hold it by the horns. I like to hold it right in the center. Right there. If you're using a water bottle or a can of food, hold it end to end. And we're just going to lengthen the arms down, curl it back up. Lengthen the arms down, curl it back up. Good. I'm going to look out at my horizon. Just pull that weight up to the sternum and lower it down as far as the arms will let you go. Okay, lower and breathe. And lower. Stand taller now. Exhale. And lower. And curl. And lower. And curl. 2 more. Here it is. Down. And lift. And down. There we go. Right about there. Now lower. Grip that weight in the right hand. Whatever it is. Can of food. Dumbbell. Bag of beans. Whatever it is. All right, we're going to rotate the hand so it's facing the body. We're going to float the arm out. Now, we've only loaded one side, so that means I want you to concentrate on keeping the center line of the body centered. Okay, I don't want to counteract that lift by tipping over, right? I don't even want to feel that strain in my back or my legs. You're going to feel a little bit of imbalance here. Just to keep your center line. But use the breath to hold it. Lower down. Hold it, meaning holding the center line, not holding your breath. 2 more. That's work, isn't it? Okay, one more time. Just holding that midline. We're going to go to the other side. Just trade hands and lift and lower. And lift, breathe. Here's our center, good. Float the arm up, float it down, and breathe. Just out to my side. Now your height can vary here as far as how high you're lifting your weight. Do what's best for your shoulder. Maybe no weight is best for your shoulders today. That's okay. Lower down. Let's do 2 more. Hold your center line. One more time. Breathe from here. Really nice job. And then back to the right side. Nice little bicep curl right here is lift and lower. Take your time up and lower. Good. Set those shoulders. You're welcome to do this seated. That's fine. Either way, we want to keep the spine supported. And curl and lower. Stay with me. Curl. Now my arm is hanging down from my shoulder. But there's a little bit of play in it. Just make sure you're not leveraging the elbow, right, up against the hip like this. That plays with the posture too much. We want to stay aligned and upright. One more time for the right, then you're going to trade it over to the left arm. Are you ready? It's a curl. And down. Now you could stand with your feet side by side. You could stand in a split stance, right? One forward, one back. Curl. We'll play with that split stance in just a moment. I want you to energize it in a really specific way. Stay with it. We're going to do 2 more curls for the left. And down. And one more. And down. Really good job. All right, that's a lot of breathing. Let's get a drink of water. Water bottle or glass of water. It's kind of the nice thing about being at home. It's convenient to just use your cup. All right. With our split stance, let me talk about that for a moment. It's going to require just a little more focus for upper inner thighs. One foot is in front of the other. Okay, but you're on railroad tracks. You're not on a tightrope. Your feet should be arranged like this. Okay, one foot in front of the other. Now what I want you to do, soften those knees. Make sure the hips are underneath your ribs and under your shoulders. Traction your feet like you're trying to pull the floorboards together. You're trying to pull your feet towards each other, towards the midline. That should energize upper inner thighs. Okay, it should also energize the glute, the low glute, right below the pelvis. Okay, so let that support you and find your balance. It's kind of like balancing on a tightrope. Not quite, we're balancing on railroad tracks. Okay, from here, let's float the arms up, out wide, don't move the body, and in, and lower down. So we got this nice foundation underneath us. We're tractioning the feet inwards. Now, that traction, activate only about 20% of your energy into that. Not 100%. Because we got to share some of the energy to keep the abs strong, to float the arms up easily and glidey. Bring it in. Keep tractioning those feet with me. And lift, and open. Inhale down, one more time. Arms out, float them open. Nothing strenuous about this for the shoulders. There we go. All right, now, arms, or hands, sorry, long. I want to create some circles here. I'm going to go over my head. You don't have to. And you're going to reverse your circles. What's important again is to keep your body stable. Try not to wobble. Reverse, going up. Little laser pointers going out of your fingers. Keep the body still. Keep the lower body toned. Upper inner thighs, glutes, abs. Don't wiggle. One more time to go up. 2 and 4. Going down. 2, 3, and 4. Awesome job. We're going to switch our split stance. I just had my right foot forward, my left foot back. Now this is left foot forward, right foot back. Find that tractioning again. It's like pulling the upper inner thighs up towards your pelvis. Okay? And then match that with the low ab tone. Talking about right below the belly button, across your hips. That's your transverse abdominis. Okay? It's a breathing muscle. So the better you breathe, the more conscious you are about breathing, the stronger that tone is going to become. Shoulders over ribs, over hips. We got our traction. Let's float the arms up. Float them out. You're practicing shoulder mobility here. Shoulder mobility. You're going to get stronger, especially around the joints. We want those joints to be able to move well. So focus on letting go of the shoulders, of the chest, and the arms. Just let the arms float out in space. You got your stability. It's down in the legs and the hips and the abs. You don't need to tighten up the shoulders here to make this effective. Bring it in. Lower down. 2 more, nice and soft, fluid motion through the shoulders. Bring it in. Lower down. One more time. I hope that feels pretty good. No tension in the neck or shoulders. In and down. We're going to make our little circles. They call these sparklers. Up. Reverse, down, 2, 3, and reverse. Up, 2, 3, 4, and reverse. 2, 3. One more set. Try not to wiggle the body. Keep those legs supportive and breathe. therapy, and I really don't want that to happen. But be that as it may, at least we were aware of it, right? Sit up nice and tall. All right, let's go ahead and grab a single weight again. Single weight, we're gonna hold it right at the chest, right at the sternum. Plant your feet. You can stand for this as well as sit, but plant your feet. Sit on those sits bones. What we're gonna do is bring the weight just to the height of the head, just to there, and then lower it down to the chin. I'm gonna keep those elbows low, all right? So I want you to think of pressing the weight up, using the backs of your arms right under here. Use the triceps to push the weight up, lower down. Push the weight up. Now I'm not going very high, notice that. Up and down. Now, you've got an imaginary ball between your knees. Okay, squeeze that ball very gently so that we've got a little bit of resistance going there, a little bit of tone to the inner thighs, which hopefully cues the pelvic floor, the low abs. Sit a little taller now, everybody. Try not to lean back when you move your weight. Lower it down. Lift. Let's go a little faster with it. Up, down. It's a small range of motion, so hopefully you can keep up with this effectively. Elbows stay low. 2 and 1. All right. Even though I wanted you to cue your triceps, you're probably feeling that in the anterior shoulder. I know I did. So we're going to reach back for your chair back and lift your posture up. Think of rolling those shoulders back by squeezing the shoulder blades together right across the mid-back. Mid-back, right? That means I want you to stay out of your neck. So slide the shoulders down the back and then pull those shoulder blades in. Breathe. You want to be able to breathe. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Let's go ahead and hit the upper back with our weight. We're going to stand up again. So I want you to use your chair as support here. You've got the option to use your leg also. So right hand, left foot's in front. Here we are in our split stance. Now, remember that traction I was talking about of pulling the inner thighs towards the midline? Bring it back into this. Bring it back into this lift. My arm is hanging heavy with gravity. I've got a good grip on my weight. I'm going to pull the elbow up, lower it down. Pull the elbow up, lower it down. Now, let's think of lifting that weight from the back of the arm again. So, we start to incorporate the back of the arm. Get into that rear deltoid too. Pull the back of the arm up to the ceiling, down, down. Nice, slow, balanced tempo. Whether you're going up or down, it's the same timing. 2 counts up, 1, 2, 2 counts down, 2, 2, up. Abs are nice and strong. I like to say tidy. Pull them up and in. Pull the elbow up, lower down. 2 more. Up, 2, down, 2. Getting ready to stand up as you lower the arm. Go ahead and stand up. I'm going to turn around in my tracks. Right foot forward, left foot back. Left arm's going to do the rowing. I'm going to hinge forward, bend my knees. Now remember, you can use your chair here, like so, if you don't want to use the leg. Either way, what we're striving for is a long, corrected spine. And pull, 2, down, 2. I don't want to pull so high that it throws my shoulder forward. Just enough to pull the elbow up and back. Target the back of the arm here, back of the arm. Exhale. Nice. There'll be a little bit of translation to your mid-back. As you pull that elbow back, the shoulder blade is going to move in towards the spine. You might feel it there. And down. Stay with me. 4 more. And here they come. There's 4. And down. And 3. My knees are bent. My hips are hinged. 2. And down. And 1. And stand yourself up. Awesome job. Let's mobilize those shoulders. Weight or no weight, you can get something a little bit lighter. You're going to set those feet side by side. That weight is about nose level. And I'm gonna wrap it around the head. I use this one a lot. I think it's really effective. It's a nice benchmark to kind of tell us where our shoulders are. There we go, wrap it around. Hips stay stable. I want to keep my ribs fairly stable as well. Let's go the other direction. That was about 4 or 5. Am I going in a nice slow circle? I'm getting a few pops out of my shoulders. Breathing. Nice. One more. Right about there should do it. Really nice job. Go ahead and set that weight down. Feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. I'm going to go into my trunk rotation. Today I'm going to change my cueing on this just a little bit. What I want you to think about when you start your rotation is to lead with the hips and let the upper body follow. Lead with the hips, let the upper body follow. And so there's a little more intention of how you sequence the spiral. The upper body's going to follow. If we could put this into slow motion, it would be hips, shoulders, arms, hips, ribs, shoulders, arms, and head, okay? So that's what I'm thinking. See if you can create that sensation in your own body. All right, settle right to the center. I want to reach the arms up. Get a hold of your right wrist. Pull it up. I want you to reach up to go over. And I'm not going over very far, just enough to amplify the stretch on the right side of the body. I'm going to stack the posture up to tall again, and then release the arms down. Lift up. Now, if the shoulders don't want to go over the head, they don't have to. Right? You could do this by just thinking through. You can do it with putting your hand on the rib cage and lifting it up. Back to center tall. There we go. Let's try that one more time on each side. So the arms are going to float up. Reach for your right wrist. Pull it up. Up to go over. Every time you do a side bend, think up to go over. Back to tall. Float the arms down. Let's try the other side. Lift the arms. Get a hold of the left wrist. Lift up to go over. Ooh, this side's tighter today. Inhale back to tall. Exhale, float the arms down. All right, roll those shoulders. Roll them out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's say hello to our legs. Here they are. I'm going to stand right in front of my chair to make sure my target is there all the time. As I sit back, I'm not going to sit all the way down, but I'm just thinking of hovering the hips over the chair. Use those legs as support if you need to. Remember that pressing into the thighs with the backs of the arms in order to keep the spine straight and correct. Right. Now when we squat, we want to try to keep that upper body as vertical as possible, knowing that there's going to be a tipping forward a bit. But when you stand up, less effort for the back. Sit back, keep the chest proud, stand up. Okay, now I'm going to let go of my legs, float my arms out in front. Try to maintain that nice elongation of my spine. Modify your squat. If you find yourself hinging too far, okay, if you can't see out in front of you, when you squat, then you are hinging too far. Keep the squat in the legs. The body tips forward in order to balance, so we don't want to exaggerate that. We want to keep it all in balance. Sit the hips back, just right above the chair, as close as you can get. Sit the hips back. Upper body stays decidedly upright. Shoulders should never go below the hips on a squat. Good. 2 more times. Sit back to the chair surface. 1 more time. Sit back. And stand up. There we go. Facing each other again, we're going to do a little step tap. Step to the right, step to the left, step to the right. There we go. Let's swing the arms now. And make sure I don't hit my door. Swing, swing, right and left. I'm adding a little bit of a knee dip in between each swing. So go ahead and add that for a little extra energy. All right, now I'm going to begin to rotate this swing to my right. I'm going to turn the feet, reach. Good, now my toes are aiming for that right hand wall. Arms, I hope you have enough space in your house. We're making the movements a little bigger. Create more space, kick some chairs out of the way, reach. If the people in your house aren't moving with you, invite them to join you here. Reach, reach, back, reach, back. And I'm going to modify this a little. Now I'm going to progress it. Heel, up, knee. This is optional. Now you can keep it heel toe, tapping on the floor. You can just do the heel lift. You could just do the knee lift. Okay, lots of ways to do this. 2 more. Let's turn to face the camera again. Toes facing the camera, there we go, swing those arms. You're welcome to modify this if you're seated. Swing those arms, tap your toes. I just turn to the left now. So facing your left wall, keep those eyes out there. Swing those arms. Now, remember the progression. It's a heel and a knee. Heel, oops, I'm out of the shot. Sorry about that. Knee, heel, knee, heel. My camera is as far back as it'll go. Up against the window. 3, 2, 1. Put the feet back on the floor and then begin to rotate towards the camera again. Ooh, that warmed us up. Plant your feet about shoulder width apart. Bring those arms up to an upright position. Goalpost. Chest proud. Shoulders sliding down the back. And lift the arms up a little higher, lower down. Lift them up. Good, you're welcome to do this seated also. Now when you reach up, focus on lifting. Float them down. Focus on lifting. Float them down. So avoid pulling them down at this point. I want to focus on the lift. Lower. And lift. Let's take this to double time. So let's lift, lift, lift. What's going on my back? You tell me, okay? Really feeling that in the delts, yes? Hopefully not up in those upper traps. That's why I'm keeping it small. 3, 2, and 1. Right on. You're gonna hinge forward a little bit and then stir those arms in opposing directions. Just let the arms and the joint be very open. Arms heavy, reverse that circle. Thanks for joining me. We got a good crowd out there this morning. I'm so happy about that. Happy we're getting more people on board. All right, now we're gonna change that exercise we just did, goalpost, to accent the depression of the shoulder blades. So bringing the scaps down, pull down, float up, pull down, float up. Now avoid pulling with 100% effort. I just want you to pull gently and up so that you feel the difference of the pull down rather than pushing up. It's pulling on a rubber band and then releasing that tension. Pull down on the rubber band, release it. 3 more. 2. You got it. 1. Requires a little more energy, doesn't it? Let's take the right arm across the body and stretch that shoulder complex. Wow. Sit tall. Feel those sits bones on that chair. Good. Nice and balanced. Maybe wiggle them a little bit to make sure that you're balanced. With the right arm, we're gonna make a big circle. I'm gonna reach it up and around, bring it down. Let's do that again. Up and around and across the body. Back. I'm working on a diagonal plane here. One more time. Up and around. There we go. Left arm. Bring it across the body. Give it a nice deep breath. Nice job. Just see where that translates. We call it translation. Where is that affecting you? Hopefully you're getting a nice stretch in that posterior shoulder, relaxing, softening with each breath. From here, we're gonna create a circle. All right, so you're gonna reach it up and then back and around. I've got a tower here in my way. But if you've got some space around you, there we go. Reach forward and back. I'm gonna rotate the body to follow the arm. Up and around and down. Nice, up and around and down. Right there, yay, let's get a drink of water. Come on right back. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of balance work. I wanna do some balance work with my weight. Right hand, holding my weight. Now, there's lots of ways to progress this work. Loving you too. You can hold it real close to the body here and just let it hang with gravity. Even brace it up against the body. Then you can start to move it away from the body to add a little more core load, a little more challenge. Okay? The final position would be here, up over the head, and that's optional. Okay? So let's start close to the body. It's in my right hand. I'm going to balance on my left foot. So start by picking up your right heel. Press those toes into the floor until you feel like, yeah, okay, I'm level. I'm not shifting the hip. There we go. Now I'm going to play with the idea. Now if you've got your chair, hold on to your chair here. Lift that right knee out in front of you. It doesn't have to be high, just enough to get off of that foot. There we go. All right. Now, whether the toe is on the floor or not, I want you to start to circle that ankle. I'm not sure if you can see my foot in this shot, but that's what I'm doing. I'm circling the ankle around, the one that's hanging in space, and then go the other direction. And like I said, if your toe is on the floor, you can still circle that ankle. Try to energize your left hip in and under you. Pull it in and up. All right, now, let's play with the weight a little bit. I'm going to curl it, then I'm going to press it. I'm going to bring it back down, and then lower the foot. All right, so hand up, knee up, press it, bring it down, woo, and lower down. This is where you can use your chair. We're using our chair so that you keep those hips level as you balance. It shouldn't shift a lot when you pick up the knee. Down and lower. Just one more. Stay with me. Curl. Don't turn the channel yet. You got all day to watch your Netflix. There we go. And I say that because I watch Netflix too. All right, guilty. Left hand. Balance on that right leg. Make sure when you balance, we're not shifting or shearing into our hip. We're going to pull that sits bone in underneath us. Lift your left heel up. Press the toes into the floor until you feel like, yeah, okay, I'm level. Shoulders, ribs, and hips are level. And I'm going to bring that weight up. Let's play with the balance a little bit. There's the knee. There we go. Okay, let's start from the floor. So lower the foot, lower the arm, and we'll build. Here we go. Curl. Up. Down. Here's where you hold on to your chair. Okay, up. Knee up, hand up. Press. That's optional to press overhead. Remember that. Hip stays in. Lift. Lower. And open. Good. Two more. Lower the hand. And one more time. Stay with me. Pull those abs in and up. Keep the hip under you. Lower the hand. Lower down. Yay, good job. Awesome job. All right, we're going to do one more balance exercise. Okay, right foot's in front. Left toes lined up right behind it. Remember those sparklers we did earlier with these little circles? We're going to try that again. This time the feet are a little more narrow. Last time we did it on train tracks. Whoa, use your chair. Now we're on a tightrope. Now we're definitely on a tightrope. Definitely use that chair. See if you can straighten both legs without locking them. And then energize upper inner thighs. Pull them up and in, okay? That should really wrap the whole torso with a corset feeling. Okay, that's what I'm after. Now, we're gonna play with our sparklers. So we're gonna go round. Teeny tiny tight circles, they're quick. And then down, 2, 3, 4. Let's go up again. 2, 3, wrap your torso with your muscle and your breath. One more set, we're doing 3, 2, 3, and 4. Now reverse, 2, 3, and 4. If your right foot's forward, we're gonna shift our weight to the right foot. If your left foot's forward, that's where you're going, is to the left. So I'm gonna hinge forward. Whoops. This is where you could use your chair. I'm gonna float that back leg back behind me. Now from here, I do want to feel like my hips are level. When I stand up again, just put that foot down next to the other one, side by side. We're gonna tip forward for 2 more reps, hinging forward. Keep your balance knee slightly bent. Stand back up. There we go. And hinge forward. Just hinging on the hip. Stand back up. There we go. All right, we're gonna turn around. Left foot forward, right toes, right behind that heel. Woo, stand upright. Sparklers. 2, 3, 4, reverse. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm off beat just a little. Let's go down. 2, 3, keep the core stable. Up. 2, 3, and 4, reverse. Left foot's forward. I'm gonna hinge forward on those hips. Here's where you would use your chair. Keep that knee slightly bent, hips level. Come right back up. So the leg comes up in relationship to the body tipping forward, right? It's like a seesaw. Nice straight line. And then stand back up. That's too much weight bearing on one leg. You don't have to do this. You can hinge and keep both feet on the floor. And stand back up. Excellent job. Let's stretch those legs a little bit. So stand wide. You could stand right behind your chair. The seat back is here. And then lunge side to side. All right, so let's go for it. Right and left. And right. Good posture to be able to pull up through the tummy. Let's go to the right and left. Relax those shoulders for me. Stretching the inner thigh. Reach. After all that time that we engaged upper inner thighs, good to stretch them out. Become aware how they're working for you. One more. Right there. I'm pretending that this is my chair. Now I'm going to bring those feet in. Okay, we'll have a seat here. And we'll stretch the outer hip and thigh. So, if you already have really tight sacroiliac, hip rotator area, you're not going to want to overdo this. Take the right knee over the left. This is a nice way to underdo it. All right, it's a nice stretch. The hips are balanced, right to left, sitting tall. You hold that stretch. I'm going to check our time real quickly. There we go. Now if you want to progress the stretch, it's your figure 4. We did this on Tuesday. So stack the spine up. Okay, and then you can start to mobilize the femur bone up and away. It's going to stretch you in a different sort of way. Push the knee away. Bring it up and push the knee out. Up and out. Up. One more time. I'm really leveraging with the bones of my leg here. Now, hinge your body forward. Sit up tall. Only hinge forward as long as you can keep the spine straight. And tall, one more time, and hinge forward. And sit up tall. Awesome. Switch it over. Left knee over right. Good way to underdo it if you are already tight here. Okay? If you're in a place where you're very fatigued and tired and just not feeling so hot, I usually tell people, or if you've taken a long break and you're coming back into a fitness mode, I usually tell people to do less than you know you can do. Do less. Work your way back in slowly rather than overdoing it and paying for it. Let's cross that up and over if it's advisable for you. Okay, and then we can mobilize the femur bone up, push it away, bring it up, sit taller on those sits bones, breathe bigger. 2 more, rotate out. It's up, rotate it out. Ah, right there, plant that foot to the floor, line everything up, take a deep breath, exhale, arms go wide, and up. Exhale, hopefully you've got space around you. One more time, up and down. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on Tuesday at 10, Tote Bag Tuesday. Bring your market bag and put some stuff in it. Carrots, spinach, not very heavy, but whatever you've got growing in your garden. I will talk to you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Be well. Keep washing your hands, everybody. Wear your mask. And stay distant. All right. I'll keep you close in my heart, though. Thanks for being here. Take care. Thank you.